Parents and grandparents, praise the Lord. A few years ago, a young man took the lady he wanted to propose to for marriage home to his mother. And when this young lady met the mother, she said to her, "Mommy, thank you so much for doing a good job. You raised a wonderful son." And the mother asked, "What do you mean?" And she said, "Mom, he's different from the other men I know." Now I want to ask you a question. Would you like your son-in-law or daughter-in-law to look up to you one day and say, "Mommy or Daddy, thank you for the job that you did. I'm so glad I married your son. I'm so glad I married your daughter"? Oh, definitely. It's possible. But what you're doing today, how you're raising your children, is going to be the determining factor. Whether someday, somewhere, somebody is going to think of you as a mother-in-law or a father-in-law and say, "God bless them. Thank you very much." Or whether they're going to be cursing you behind your back. It all depends on what you do today. So today, as a parent, are you paying attention to the character development of your children? Are you observant? Are you watching? What traits, what character traits are they showing now? What needs to be corrected? What is missing that needs to be instilled? What do you need to do today? Are you teaching responsibility? Or you allowing them to live anyhow and do anything they like? You don't ask questions because you want them to be happy. Are you teaching selflessness, cooperation, forgiveness? Are you modeling these virtues yourself? Compassion and integrity. These qualities are very, very important in a marriage. Because you see, if you cannot forgive, if you cannot cooperate, if you cannot show gratitude, you're going to be a very difficult person to live with. And whoever is living with such a person is not going to find it funny. So now, dear parents, what example are you laying down for your children? Do you forgive your spouse? Or do you keep malice? When there is a conflict in the family, how do you resolve it? Do you fight? Do you exchange blows? Do you exchange words? Or do you go into your room and have an adult discussion? Or you're shouting and your children are getting in between your legs. "Mommy, stop. Daddy, stop." If you do all these things, you are laying a foundation for the marriages of your children tomorrow. Because you see, if your example is the only example they have, then that's what they are going to do. Now, how do you spend money? How do you handle money? Do you live above your means? Are you spoiling your daughters? If you are, then they're going to be asking their husbands to go rob the banks in order to satisfy them at all cost. Sir, how are you treating your wife? Like a queen or like trash? If you treat your wife like trash, your sons are going to believe that women are not valuable, that women can be treated anyhow, and they will repeat the same thing. And my sister, how do you treat your husband? Do you make him feel like royalty? Or you insult him? Yes, you insult him, and what can he do? If you do all of that, your daughters will copy you. And then they will go tomorrow and insult their own husbands too. And I do not think your son-in-law will be glad. I don't think he'll be glad. I don't think he'll be happy. So parents, you can do it right. You can. You can raise godly children. You can raise children who model godliness Christ-likeness, so that when they grow up and get married, their spouses will be so glad. What you must not forget is that your 10-year-old son of today is the husband of tomorrow, is somebody's husband. And your 10-year-old daughter is not going to be 10 years forever. That is somebody's wife in your care. So do it right today, parents. Let's do it right. That's somebody's wife, somebody's husband in your care. Do it right, so that when their spouses show up, they will have something nice to say to you. God bless you.